learn how to draw a horseshoe crab. These directions can be found on our webpage. All right, the first thing that we're going to do is divide our paper in half, both horizontally and vertically, with a very, very light line. This is just a guideline. All right, now I'm going to make an oval, and this is going to be for the head. I start a little bit way down on my paper, and I'm going to come to just a little bit past the halfway mark. Oops. All right, so there we go. Now I'm going to put in where the hinge would go, and it's about 3/4 of the way down or 1/4 of the way up from the bottom of the oval. And I'm just going to put a short line here, like that. And now I'm going to connect this line to the edge of the oval. I'm going to come down on an angle here, like that. Okay, now I'm going to shape the horseshoe crab's head a little bit better. They don't have this big old egg head, it's more rounded. So I'm going to just come in and make him a little bit more rounded. Okay, so now let's go ahead and add in the abdomen. So I'm going to come down here just a little bit past the end of the oval. Right on this line, I'm going to just center a short little curved line here. Now I'm going to take from this point just a little bit up this line here. I'm going to draw a line on the diagonal to the end of this curved line. All right, so now that's the abdomen part of the horseshoe crab. So let's draw in the tail. And the tail is just a long, narrow triangle. Okay, now we're good. Starting to look like a horseshoe crab already. So let's go ahead and put in the little spikes along the side of the abdomen. Let's see, it's just like a little curve. And as they get closer to the tail, they get smaller. Okay, so let's draw in the lateral edges, or the edges where the eyes would go. And they come right about here in line with this outer edge, this point here where it comes down. So I'm just going to come here and I'm going to go out a little bit where the eye would be, and then I come back in. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put in this median line here. And along this median line, there are these there's like little spikes that come along here. This one right about here. There's some little spikes up over near where the eye would be. This is about where the eye would be. We can draw that in now. And there's a nice big spike here. It comes out like that. Okay, so there you have your horseshoe crab. Now let's pay attention to some more of the details. So there's two little eyes that are up here also. And this is where the hinge would be. So we're going to just separate the abdomen from the head there. Fine tune this up a little bit. Okay, and then also along here, there's these little, they're like little holes, little divots, and I believe what they are from is where the muscles and whatnot get attached to the shell. So the horseshoe crab, these points here in the median line, it comes up, kind of goes down, and then comes back up again where the eye lines are, and then it comes back and it curves around. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add in some detail. This tail here is more like a really long pyramid. So this would be like this, and then the bottom. All right. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and start adding in a little bit of shading. You should always pick where you want your light source to come from. So I'm just going to say my light source is right here. So on this side of everything, and these ridges, is going to be darker because the light's coming from this way. So I hold my pencil from the side. You can grab it, lay it down, and then grab it with your two fingers here. And then I just go ahead and use the edge. And adjust your hand as you need to. All right, I'm going to use my finger to blend in. And you can spend as much time as you want on this. You can spend hours and hours really getting into the details, the shading. So horseshoe crabs are really pretty cool creatures. They've been around for a really, really long time. They were here before the dinosaurs. And they're harmless. They have 10 claws that really don't do much other than feed them. Kind of like having 10 sets of chopsticks underneath there, feeding their mouth. And another neat thing that they migrate every springtime between late April, May into June from the depths of the Atlantic to come to our shorelines on the coast of Long Island to mate and lay their eggs. And their eggs are a valuable source of food for many of our migratory birds. Okay, and then you can go back and you can use your eraser to add in highlights. Go back and erase all of your guidelines. All right, so like I said before, you can spend lots and lots of time getting into the details, or you can just do a quick little sketch. Have fun. Keep your eyes out for horseshoe crabs. Don't pick them up by their tail. If you pick them up by their tail, you're gonna hurt them. Their body's not meant to be supported by that little tail. So be nice to our friends. Peace out. Enjoy.